Hello guys and welcome to another trade recap and forecast. I got a new PC, still setting things up, so that's why the face cam is a bit different. But let's get into the forecast. So we're starting with the euro and US dollar, and I have taken a buy setup on Monday, I believe. Yeah, on Monday. So let's analyze it. What was I seeing? Well, to be honest, price action was pretty bad. Pretty crappy range bound corrective. But then what I did like is I liked this last part. I liked the momentum, okay, right here. Just these three candles, this one, and this one, and the pullback were enough for me to basically set my order, okay? Clean close, clean close, clean close, one candle pullback, absolutely zero selling pressure, huge wick rejecting this lower area, so that's perfect. What happened next? Well, I got tagged in and then tagged out for a 1% loss. So this was a 1% loss, but definitely fit the plan. It was an absolutely perfect setup. And yeah, I really liked this trade. Okay, well, it wasn't maybe perfect, but I did like the trade. I liked the momentum and it fit the plan. Okay, even on a Monday and Tuesday, I tend to be a bit more patient. Still fit the plan, still liked it. Okay. Then we started to descend. Okay, from last Wednesday, nothing much was happening. We were mostly flat and range bound. Here, I wasn't really looking for a liquidity sweep of this lower liquidity area because I wanted kind of a bigger rejection, to be honest. I wanted a bigger bullish candle right here. Okay, so this one did not fit the plan. I wanted a bigger bullish candle to enter. Other than that, nothing much was happening. Now we're descending, so this pair is on my watch list, as you can see here. I am going to put it on the watch list. The reason is I like that we are creating a nice descending channel, okay? Even though overall price action is flat and range bound, if you zoom out, definitely. But if we look at the last 3 to 5 days of price action, we can spot 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive breaks of the low. For me, I classify that as a nice descending channel. And I am looking for, my forecast is for a reversal to happen like this. Okay, so I want to see a nice reversal setup. Maybe even straight from here like this. And then an uptrend, and then look for buys on the uptrend. So I'm expecting this price action to reverse, and I will be looking for buy setups if I get the bullish signature, if I get the confirmation of a nice uptrend. So that is it for the euro and the US dollar. Euro and the Japanese yen from last Wednesday, it was around here, and it was mostly flat and range bound. Sure, we had this. Only interesting thing was the V reversal, which did not play out. We did not get any buy setups. I was looking for a nice big bullish candle, nice big bullish signature. That unfortunately did not happen. And then we were just more corrective, more flat and range bound. Now this is not showing me anything. This pair is not gonna be on my watch list, and I am being more patient right here. What am I looking for? I am looking for just a simple large impulse up or a large impulse down like this. Okay, just looking for momentum. I'm not trading the liquidity sweep entry on the euro and the Japanese yen. So yeah, being more patient. I want to see some momentum. I want to see cleaner price action. JPY pairs, sure, there has been some movement, but it was pretty corrective, especially on EJ. Moving on to the Aussie and US dollar, I did take a liquidity sweep, which was a nice 3R winner or 1.5% winner because I risked 0.5% for every single liquidity sweep. But first, prior price action, really corrective. I mean, just look at all the wicks. The wicks are going to be a telltale sign of a range-bound corrective market, so huge wicks everywhere. And then we descended, went into a bit of an ascending, and yeah, we were just mostly flat, mostly range bound. Nothing much was happening. I wasn't looking for any trending entries, but what I did like is the sweep. Okay, because the markets were so corrective, of course I was looking for the sweep. There was this entry which I know some traders took. It definitely was interesting, and maybe I would have taken it, but it happened during the night at like 3 in the morning, as you can see, and I was just asleep. I didn't wake up. I didn't really follow this price action. If this happened during the day and if I was awake, I would have taken this sell setup, this sell liquidity sweep. But when I woke up, there was an even better position in my opinion, which was a takeout of this high right here. So kind of two areas got taken out. This one above this high, and this high. And a even more significant one, in my opinion, in my experience, this one. Okay, so two liquidity areas got taken out correctively. So it's not like a big uptrend hit the liquidity areas. We hit the first one, retraced, hit the second one, retraced. So I definitely saw some weakness right here. And this was a news candle. Usually news candles, if they do not immediately continue with momentum, they just fail. Okay, so price action just tends to fail. So was I concerned that an uptrend will start after this news candle? Not really, because we saw weakness. Okay, we saw weakness. We didn't see like a big blue candle right after it. So that gave me even more confidence, and I wasn't worried that this was like a big impulse into liquidity. Yeah, basically executed a market sell at the close of this candle, and this one banked, I think my take profit was somewhere around here. Okay, and this one banked like 3R or 1.5% because I risked 0.5% on every single position. So that's it for the sweep. Again, I do not want to go into the exact stop loss trade management rules. That's more for Zentum traders, but this was a good position and a nice entry as well, very high probability. For me, it was a no-brainer. Fit the plan. Markets were very flat, very range bound, and this is the exact type of market condition that we like to trade with the liquidity sweep, right? Price is not really moving anywhere. Instead, it's moving from the upper extreme of the range to the lower one, or from the lower extreme of the range into the upper extreme, okay? So your goal is to sell the top, buy the bottom. And guess what? That is what my forecast will be. I would like to see, of course, for my trending entries, I would like to see a large push up or down. But with the current market condition, I would like to see just more of a range. Okay, nice, clean, tight range as it was happening here. And then I would just look to buy the bottom and sell the top. Okay, so that will be my game plan with the Aussie and US dollar. Sweep, or here, sweep, right? So that's it. Very corrective, very flat and range bound. Am I gonna put it on the watch list? Not really. It's not really showing me much potential yet. Again, I want to see price range a bit more. I want to see price make these highs more significant and make these lows more significant as well. Then I will consider a sweep. AJ, Aussie Japanese Yen. This one was very interesting. I think I did comment on it in the last video. I'm sure I did. Basically, we had an extremely clean ascending structure. And I mean extremely clean. You do not see this happen very often. So consecutive breaks of the high 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, here it broke the structure, it broke the low, but overall it was looking very tight, very clean, highly probable to reverse to the downside and start a downtrend like this. But it just could not commit. It could not print the final signature, the final confirmation. Yes, we got this, but it had a huge wick on the bottom. Major warning sign. So this was not enough. And in the end, it did not continue with the downtrend. So we never got what we forecasted. That's going to happen. Markets are not perfect. Nothing is guaranteed. It's all a probabilities game. So you know, 10 trades, maybe 6 or 7 times out of 10, you know what's going to happen. But those 3 to 4 times out of 10, you do not know what's going to happen. So it's all a probabilities game. I know in, let's say, maybe 7 or 8 times that you see a very clean ascending channel, it's gonna heavily drop in the opposite direction, give you a nice sell setup. But the rest of the time, it is just gonna do this, which is absolutely nothing. And you're not gonna be able to take a trade. Or it's gonna be a losing trade, right? You're gonna take a trade, it's gonna be a loss. So nothing in trading is guaranteed, but we know on a large sample size, with enough trades taken on a yearly basis, okay, not on a weekly, monthly, or even quarterly basis, I suggest you look at your results on a yearly basis, we know we are profitable. So just keep executing, keep following the plan. You need some trades, you need some time for your edge to actually play out in the markets. And we do not know the outcome of our next trade. No one knows it, okay? It's completely random, but on a large sample size, we know that we have an edge and we know that we will make money on a large sample size. On a small sample size, one trade, we do not know if it's gonna be a winner or loser. No one knows it. Okay, that's about it for the quick rant. Now let's continue. Got a V reversal, could not commit, could not play out, could not give us a nice uptrend. Then we ranged around and we broke up. Was I looking for a buy setup right here, a nice break and retest or continuation? Same thing, different name. Not really. This momentum was kind of not enough. This momentum was also kind of not enough either. We were coming from very flat and range bound price action. So that is the reason why I did not like this momentum, okay? If it came from a nice clean descending channel, then yeah, sure, it would be nice, it would be high probability, but it didn't. Instead, it came from a flat range, which is not good. So I did not have an order on. Now we're flat, now we're range bound. What's my forecast? Look, price is moving in a huge ascending, right? You can spot it. It's an ascending channel. We expect the price to reverse from an ascending channel, right? So I would like to see price ascend more and then break down, show me some sell setups, okay? That is what I would like to see. Or maybe we get an internal reversal entry, which is basically, not gonna go into it too much, but it's a clean ascending and then a fake out and then we look to sell. Okay, it is kind of the final impulse, the final fake out before the price decides to go into a downtrend. So those are the two scenarios I want to see. I definitely want to see more of the ascending clean up and then a break up or a breakdown. Then I will assess if there is an opportunity to take a trade. I do not want to see this. That's going to be bad. That's going to be bad price action. That's it. Pound US dollar. Let's see it from Wednesday was right here. This was very clean. This was really, really nice. The descending structure, the descending channel was high probability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting the dotted lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 consecutive breaks of the low. That is very high probability. That is really high probability to reverse in the opposite direction. It had a bit of an uptrend right here. I did like this price action. It was looking very interesting. I thought that finally the pound has woken up from a deep sleep. Okay, I was definitely looking for buy setups. Flag here didn't form. Break and retest here didn't form either, right? Just had a huge wick and then it aggressively, okay, didn't retrace, but it never went to our high, or it never broke. And it never broke this. Okay, let's just do this. It never broke this level right here of the flag, right? So no entries formed here or here. Instead, huge wick, break of the high, retrace, break of the high, retrace. No trade. Then it broke down. At this point, yes, I was looking for sell setups. I wanted to see a nice flag because I was seeing some okay selling pressure, nothing to write home about, but still it had some potential at least. Unfortunately, double wicks and then bit of a shift, broke the low, retraced, left a wick. So that's not a good sign. That is a warning sign. That is a warning sign of a descending channel or slowing down of price action, slowing down of momentum. So maybe we can get more of a descending channel and then a nice reversal up. Look for buys, maybe. But again, pound has been really sleepy, really corrective, flat and range bound in these last couple of weeks and even months. So I would not expect much to happen. Of course, I'm monitoring it. Okay, I'm not just gonna give up on the pound. I'm still live trading it, but it has been a bit slower and we need to be careful. So if a high probability setup forms, yes, I'll be on the charts, I'll take it, but I am careful with this currency pair. It has been a bit quiet and range bound lately. So what am I looking for? Again, a descending, yes, or maybe the momentum can continue heavily. Then I would look for a sell setup. I don't think it's gonna happen. But that descending does sound interesting. Maybe this can happen and then a nice uptrend. So that's it. I'm not gonna put it on the watch list. Sure, I was looking for an entry. Now it broke the low, retraced, so that is no longer good. NJ is the final one on the list. Wednesday was here. Again, we were highly ascending, very ascending channel. Okay, very ascending channel. And then what happened? Well, basically, price started to break the structure, break the lows, and it was turning into a range. So now it is looking very flat and range bound. As you can see, stuck between the high and the low, so doing nothing basically. This pair is currently corrective. I did not get any entries here. I was looking for a nice reversal. I wanted to see a nice downtrend because the ascending was clean. I was looking for something like this and then a sell setup and a downtrend, right? That was on my radar, but the price could never commit. So now it's stuck between the low and the high, and I'm expecting more range bound price action. This pair is not going to be on the watch list. Just looking for a large push up or a large impulse down like this. So that is it for the New Zealand and the Japanese yen. Only pair on the watch list is the euro and the US dollar because it is printing a nice descending channel. Good luck in the markets for this week. I am very happy with the liquidity sweep on the Aussie and the US dollar, and I will see you guys in the next video or in the next live stream. I will be starting the live streams, just getting things set up, getting the dates set up as well, making the thumbnails. So I'm looking forward to that, and you will be updated on the whole live stream situation. That's it. See you guys in the next one.